Frankfort Wildcats Coach's Corner, a service of Blue Valley Technologies, M&R Auto Parts, the First National Bank in Frankfort, Inline Construction, Wanklin Oil, and F&A Construction.
In today's world, everyone is searching for answers. If cows are laying down, will it rain? Does gum really stay in your stomach for 7 years? How about Bigfoot? With so many mysteries, it's nice to have one clear answer. Fiber. Blue Valley Technologies proudly provides a robust fiber network with symmetrical speeds and unmatched reliability. And with 24/7 support, we are always here when you need us. Blue Valley Technologies Fiber Internet, because some things just shouldn't be a mystery.
F&A Construction will build it right. Call today for a quick quote if you're building, remodeling, or adding on. Enjoy your home more and increase its value with F&A Construction. They'll tackle your every project to make sure it's done right. For complete construction services, call on F&A Construction today at 292-4692. That's 292-4692.
Friendly, personalized service to meet your banking needs. That's the standard at First National Bank, Frankfort.
My community bank has responded to the changes needed to keep my money safe and secure. They've switched to cards with the latest technology, which is safer and more secure than before. My community bank provides safety and security while staying on top of the latest banking trends.
Let First National Bank's brand of banking be responsive to your needs. First National Bank, Frankfort, proud to be your community bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome into the Frankfort Wildcats Coaches Corner program, joined today with head boys basketball coach Adam Schreiner. Coach, you're coming off that Wabaunsee tournament last week. Your team played some pretty good games, it looks like, due to some scores, but I'm sure you were always wanting a little bit more. But what do you take away from those contests last week?
Yeah, I thought the kids, for the most part, played hard. Definitely some things we need to clean up, starting with rebounding. We kind of talked about this, the practice we had on yesterday, that we got to kind of clean that up, and this is that transition time in the year. We're 5 years into it, so that's one thing that's really sticking out is the rebounding. We need to crash the boards offensively, and then defensively make sure we're blocking out and getting those. Realistically, I thought we played a really good Manhattan Chiefs team that I thought we competed with. And, their length and athleticism kind of got the better of us there in the second half. But ultimately, to me, that makes us better. So seeing that, so you hate to lose a game, no doubt, but seeing that helps prepare us for games later on. And then Wabaunsee, you go down and play Wabaunsee at Wabaunsee, and we fought back. Made it a 3-point game, I believe, and that's one of the games I really thought rebounding was a key, where if we could have cleaned some of that stuff up, who knows, maybe we end up on the other side of that game, but we were most definitely competitive in it, and you like to see that this time of year. And then the Northern Heights, we came out, I thought played good energy, good effort, and then kind of 3 games that week. I think we kind of got tired doing some of the things we were doing and kind of missed some assignments, but, the kids battled, and it's another one of those games kind of early on in the year that I was proud that, they held the lead most of the game, kind of gave it up, but then had the mental fortitude to go back and get the lead back and finish the game out on a high note.
And I think we chatted about it 2 weeks ago when we chatted with you, just playing a tough schedule, and even going back to the Lord's game, the first game of the season, being able to be in these tight-knit games, even if you didn't come out on top like against Wabaunsee, but just playing some highly competitive, close games in those critical moments. How important is that for this team to, learn the execution standpoint moving forward?
Oh, I think it's great. You kind of learn to deal with that pressure situation where the stakes are high. And, like I said, we have some kids that did not see necessarily a whole lot of varsity time last year due to the athletes we had, but now they're getting that experience. And even early on, I think we've played 5 games, and 3 of them have been decided by 3 points or less. So you're building that experience for later on in the year, and you're getting it done early on, which is a positive in the long run, I believe. And I think it'll pay dividends for us later on.
Playing those tight games, absolutely an opportunity to see what your team is made of when the pressure's turned up the most. And as we're getting into kind of this Christmas period, December, usually some sickness going around, but how's the health of your team so far here early on?
Oh, knock on wood. I think, as far as sickness or injuries, I think we've kind of stayed clear of that so far. Gage Stahlbomber, I think we talked earlier, rolled his ankle at the Jamboree, and he's out for a while injury-wise. But as far as sickness, I think the kids are doing a good job of taking care of themselves outside of school and whatnot. So knock on wood, I think we're going to hit the winter break feeling good.
Oh, absolutely. You always hope for the best when it comes to those school situations. And as you look at this now kind of next couple weeks stretch before Christmas break, you guys are going to get a lot of games in between the winter showcase and regular season games. So how do you kind of handle these, quick turnarounds with these teams and, in terms of maybe not having a lot of time to prepare for the opponent when it comes to some unfamiliarity in that standpoint?
Yeah, this winter showcase is going to be interesting, obviously first year doing it. Usually Christmas break's kind of that time where you can implement different things because you get a few more practices without the games, but that's kind of been flipped upside down with this schedule. So, yeah, we're going to see Fairbury, they are Central, over that winter showcase and stuff. And one, I think it'll be a great test, and two, it allows kids to kind of, I don't want to say learn on the fly because we'll go over some stuff, but like you said, you don't necessarily get as many reps at practice that you would like. And as a coach's standpoint, you may not like that necessarily, but from a player's standpoint, I think anytime they can get out there and play versus practice, that's probably what they're looking forward to the most.
Well, I think you know it too as well. Players love to play, and if they can get more games in, they'll definitely take it. And last one here for you, Coach, before I let you go. But, you are playing some teams that aren't as you're familiar with, I guess. You mentioned Thayer and Fairbury coming up. How beneficial will that be for your team to see some different styles of ball, some different sets, different defenses maybe as you do, get ready for hopefully what's, postseason run later in the season?
Yeah, I think from a coach's standpoint, you'll love it because you kind of get exposed to some different things. Already this year we've seen a 1-3-1, a 3-2, a 2-3, a 2-2-1 press, man-to-man, kind of some run and jump stuff. So we've already been exposed to quite a bit, and the players have to kind of respond to that. And, playing these new teams, you might see, obviously, some other things. There's no doubt in my mind we're going to see other stuff. If we can get kind of that under our belt through Christmas break, at some point, you can kind of figure out, all right, what are the teams doing? What have we been exposed to? Where are our weaknesses? Where are our strengths? And then you kind of take advantage of what your strengths are, and you build up those weaknesses so they don't come back and bite you in the end.
Yeah, and you as a coach, too, having to juggle all these different situations, I'm sure it's an enjoyable but a stressful time, too, as well. Again, talking with Adam Schreiner, head coach of the Frankfort boys basketball team. Adam, I always appreciate your time this week. Best of luck with the schedule coming up, and hopefully we'll get to see you here before too long.
That sounds good, Max. We appreciate everything you do. I hope you have a Merry Christmas.
To keep your vehicle running good and looking good, all you need is M&R Auto Parts in Frankfort. Motor oil, air filters, spark plugs, batteries, brakes, and more. M&R also has what you need for the outside of the vehicle. Wheel cleaners, glass cleaners, washes, and waxes. That's M&R Auto Parts, your CarQuest Auto Parts dealer in Frankfort.
Wanklin Oil is proud to serve the community with propane, gas, and diesel fuel right to your home or farm. Family owned and operated, they'll deliver your fuel with an old-fashioned personal touch. Their dependable quality service at the lowest price available makes them a leader in the field. In addition to propane and diesel, they also offer tank repair, sales, and service. For your fuel and heating needs, Wanklin Oil is just a call away. 800-794-2019. They have the energy since 1926.
Quality work at reasonable rates. Inline Construction does basements and foundations, as well as retaining walls, plus drives, patios, and sidewalks. For concrete work, call for a quote from Inline Construction at 562-5525 or inlineconstruction@yahoo.com.
Frankfort Wildcats Coach's Corner, a service of Blue Valley Technologies, M&R Auto Parts, the First National Bank in Frankfort, Inline Construction, Wanklin Oil, and F&A Construction.